Digital media student, I often wonder, why am I even here? To answer that question, today I'm going back to my roots. Welcome to Lost Media Spotlight. I'm your host, Rico Robbins. What does BitTorrent, YouTube, and trading circles have in common? If you're thinking piracy, yes and no. It depends on how you define piracy. If you mean whereas in the unauthorized distribution of officially released copyrighted material, then no. But if you mean something that technically infringes copyright, then yes, to an extent. It has to do with a phenomenon known on the TV Tropes trivia page as keep circulating the tapes. Here's a quote from the page that you're seeing behind me. There once was a show, you know, that show. It was a really good show, or maybe it was something else. Still, you'd love to relive the memories and share it with your friends. There's just one problem. It's impossible. Watch and record reruns? Of course you would. If it were on, buy the DVD, you'd already have it on pre-order. If it existed. Netflix, Hulu, iTunes? Not there. What's a fan to do? It isn't that you're seeking out to break copyright law. You'd be more than happy to pay to acquire it legally. At the same time, though, you realize that the market is too niche for a Super Deluxe bells and whistles compilation DVD to be profitable, no matter how many online petitions your forum sends. Keep circulating the tapes, a phrase attributed to Mystery Science Theater 3000, is an option of last resort. It's when a show you like is denied to you, except through methods of questionable legality, shady file sharing sites, tape trading or buying. It's either that or the show is likely to be lost outside of fan recordings and film company archives. End quote. For me, keep circulating the tapes is not just the way that rescued my childhood favorite show, but it's also the theme of the show. In some ways, it shaped my path into the digital media technology program. What show is it? Zoom. In the same format of the 70s PBS show, Zoom was the precursor to Facebook and Wikipedia for the 90s kids before the internet. It was a show by kids for kids, using a cast of 7 real kids from the Boston area. The kids played games, did crafts and recipes, performed science experiments, and even performed plays, all of which were either inspired by or submitted from an actual kid viewer back at home. Zoom was rescued in a similar way to this trivia trope. Thanks to the efforts of many of the fans of the show, the 7-season show has been recovered and uploaded to YouTube. In particular, YouTube user ZoomFan1 has uploaded 10 episodes and a special from season 1 and all of seasons 2 through 7. Apart from this, Zoom's 21st century incarnation would be completely lost. But I have a collection of my own of some of these episodes. With that said, to help jog your memory, here's the first clip from season 7 from my personal collection. It has Zoomers Kyle and Xing Ying from past seasons introduce the new Zoomers prior to the new opening theme song. Please enjoy.
To an all-new season of Zoom. We got new fabulous stuff this year.
And there's also 4 new Zoomers. There is Nick,
We got Emily. There's Taylor. And last but not least, there's Noreen. So come on and zoom. Zoom! Everybody! Come on! Zoom! 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 Gotta take a jingle line. Come on and zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Everybody. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
But despite this fan-driven effort to recover these episodes, the WGBH has yet to put out on DVD, if at all. There are a few segments that will likely be lost forever, and no fan's tape collection can save that. You see, in season 7, Zoom produced 2 special episodes. The first one had Zoomers go on a boat and learn about boating life, while the other one showed how they became Zoomers through auditions, with clips also from a training camp they attended, and that camp was called Camp Zoom. However, they produced enough segments to produce 2 full episodes without those specials. As a result, many segments that were produced for season 7 never aired, but they did have instructions posted to the Zoom website. Among these segments was a skit that was inspired by someone named Hannah of Luddington, Michigan, that I really enjoyed. And that play was called How Ubbi Dubbi Was Started. While that play suggests that it was created on Zoom, it really wasn't. Ubbi Dubbi is a secret language, like Pig Latin, that was featured heavily on Zoom in both incarnations. The way you speak it is you place an ub before every vowel sound. So, the phrase, my name's not Rick, becomes Mabai Nabames Nabat Rubik. To demonstrate how easy it is to speak, I'll pick a random stranger and teach them how to say their name in Ubbi Dubbi. You, come on.
Hello,
Hey, so what's your name?
Roland the Farter, flatulous to the king.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. It's Devin
Devin
Polar.
Polar.
Devin Polar. That's my name.
So your full name then in Ubbi Dubbi would be Devin Polar. Let's try taking it slow. Devin.
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 Debet.
Vebin.
Vebin. Debevevin. It's like it's changing every time that you say it.
Oh, forget it. Let's cut to commercial.
The evolving digital media technology field employs professionals with a wide range of multimedia production skills, including digital audio and video recording and editing, videography, motion graphics, and radio and podcast production. Graduates of the Digital Media Technology program are prepared to compete in a global digital workforce with high-tech skills in content conception, creation, and implementation through various and changing delivery formats. Typical careers include freelance or full-time digital media producer, motion graphic designer, video editor, videographer, radio producer, and video audio production specialist.
If you want to be successful in the DMT degree, you're going to want to put some work in. If you want to create some good stuff, you're going to have to put some time into it.
Find your degree at NWTC.
Well, that's a coincidental sponsor. They in no way influence today's content. Anyway, did you learn how to say your name in Ubbi Dubbi out in the break? Close enough. Well, anyway, I made a recreation of the play How Ubbi Dubbi Was Started using audio and illustrations. Now, before I show you, I ended up having to draw these myself as I couldn't find anyone else to do it for me. So I apologize in advance that they look like it was drawn by a 10-year-old. I can't draw to save my life, but I present to you How Ubbi Dubbi Was Started.
Okay, class, take out your math textbooks and open to page 42.
Ubbi thubbing, thubbis, ubbis, bubble rubbing.
Ubbo Ubbi Nubbo, Ubbi Thibbing Thibbisibis, Ubbi Wubbies, Ubbo Tubbi.
Shubby hubban, nubble klabu, wubbat, wubbier, dabu ubbing.
Ubbo Nubbo, Hibby Shibby Cubbums.
Excuse me, Arnold, Lenny, is what you have to say more important than what I have to say? That's better. Now we all know the basics of logarithms, but now we're going to start talking about
Ubbim subbo, subic, above, mubath, clubass. Webbin ubbis, habits, above ubber.
Yubba Ubbi Nubbo, Frebeck Shibbins, Scrubber Ribber.
Excuse me, boys. Perhaps what you're saying is more important. Why don't you share it with the rest of the class?
Wubel, ubbi wubbas, jabus, tubel ubbing, lebin ebby, the bat.
That's enough. I don't want to hear any more of this nonsense.
It's not nonsense. It's Ubbi Dubbi.
And where did you learn this ubbin flubby?
My mom taught me, and her mom taught her. And her mom.
Okay, I get it. Well, tonight for your punishment, you will have to write a 500-word essay on the origin of Ubbi Dubbo, and it's due tomorrow.
Bubbat, Bubba.
Would you two like to see the principal?
Nubbo mubbe. I mean, no, Miss Appleby.
Hey Arnold, how was school today?
Terrible. I got in deep trouble in class today for talking Ubbi Dubbi, and now I have to write a 500-word essay on how it got started. Can you help me?
Well, I'm not sure, honey. I don't know how it came to be. My mother taught it to me, and her mother taught it to her, and her mother taught it to her, and so on.
Mom, what am I going to do? It's due tomorrow.
I'm trying to remember now. I think your great-great-grandmother, Ethel Arbutus, might have been one of the first speakers of Ubbi Dubbi. Goodness gracious, it's freezing in here.
This is weird. I think I'll go get a sweater. Man, it's even colder in here. I'd better get a sweater.
Cut, extra body on the set. Everyone take 5, then we'll start from the top with no more interruptions, please.
That's a really cool costume. What show are you from?
I'm not from any show. Where am I?
You're on the set of Zoom. Where did you think you were?
Well, I thought I was going into my closet to get a sweater, and now I'm here.
What?
Where am I again?
You're on the set of that fabulous PBS Kids show Zoom. Do you think you hit your head?
I don't think I did. So, what is this Zoom thing?
You've never heard of Zoom? It's a TV show. Lots of kids watch it.
I never heard of it. What do you do on the show?
We do lots of stuff. Science projects, we play games, we speak Ubbi Dubbi.
You guys speak Ubbi Dubbi?
Above course, Ubbi Dubbi. It was invented on this show.
I've been trying to find out where Ubbi Dubbi got started. I got in trouble for speaking it in school. My mother learned it from her mother, who was my grandmother, and she learned it.
Wait a minute. Your grandmother? Hold up. What's your name?
My name is Arnold Arbutus.
That's my last name. Maybe we're related.
What's your first name?
Ethel.
Ethel? Did you say Ethel?
Mm-hmm.
What year were you born?
I was born in 1995.
Wow. You're not going to believe this. My name is Arnold Arbutus. I was born in 2095, and I think you've got to be my great-great-grandmother.
Come to think of it, you do have the Arbutus chin.
Granny! Mom, I found out how Ubbi Dubbi started.
So, how did you enjoy the show?
I thoroughly enjoyed it, Rico. I enjoyed every bit of it. My favorite part was the thing with the where they said the funny thing. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. That's all I needed from you.
Okay.
See you later.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Now, how did this show Zoom help me decide to pursue digital media as a career? Well, I wanted to audition for this show growing up, but there were two problems. One, the show got canceled by the time I was of age, and two, I did not live in the Boston area. But my first exposure to video editing was editing together my own Zoom episodes of sorts. Then from there came video production, and with it, the love for the industry's craft. So naturally, I decided to pursue video production and filmmaking as a career. And when I came across this program at NWTC, I knew I had found my calling. But back to the main subject. Copyright was designed to promote progress of science and the useful arts, and it did this by creating a limited monopoly on copyrightable works. Unfortunately, sometimes those works aren't preserved like they should be, and it's up to the fans to infringe copyright to keep it alive. Other times, copyright issues, especially with music, can keep lost media from being released in any official capacity. It just goes to show that copyright can be a double-edged sword in recovering lost media. So all I can say is, keep circulating those tapes, boys. Well, that's it for today's episode of Lost Media Spotlight. Join us next time when I buy P.O. Box 350 and the zip code 02134 to collect fan-made bootlegs of officially unreleased media to then acquire distribution rights to them for an official release. Well, it's either that or lobby Congress to keep circulating the tapes officially legal in the eyes of copyright law.